You're
If you have the Kia, return it. Don't even get it. Don't even think about it. Okay? Because it's not worth it. The Kias are terrible. The Kias are so bad. And I've been trying and my switchovers don't work. And I'm dashboard and there's a fucking gun in my head. And it's bothering me. And every place I go is like, oh my gosh, your car is okay. No, it isn't, okay? You had my entire car down to literally the chassis and the frame. The chassis and the frame. My car is a year old. My car will be a year old on the Sunday. It's Friday.
I think we've seen a lot of these videos where women taping themselves, shaking, going crazy, absolutely losing their minds over their car trouble. Their breakdowns are spiraling out of control, but it is actually attracting a public spectacle, as though they call it. And it is raw, it is unfiltered. I find some of them fascinating, but at the same time, it's a little bit controversial. Now, a lot of these women, I don't know how they take the time out to film themselves crashing out, as how they call it, and then post it for the entire world to see. But if you respond to them, you're going to be called a narcissist, toxic masculinity, and everything bad under the sun. And at the same time, if they break down and you see them on the side of the road and you don't want to help, then they're going to say, where are the real men? But all of this is happening because of the big gender divide. Mind you, I don't want to get involved with it, but after a video went viral saying that they'd prefer the bear than being with a man, men are just saying, look, they don't want to be shamed, and you can't blame them for walking away. Let's continue.
I'm sad and I'm sick of being pushed around and telling me that there's nothing wrong with my car. Because clearly there's something wrong. Clearly there's something wrong. And Kia Corporate, you suck. You literally suck. Because I called you so much. And nobody can call me back. What is this? This is customer care? That's terrible care. It's like I'm in a nursing home and you don't care for me. Anyway.
Sometimes, unfortunately, this is the only way to get the attention from the parent company. Mind you, it's a Kia. So that is the first mistake she made right there. We don't know what her financial situation is, but Kia has done, over the years, they have done an excellent marketing campaign to come off as cheap, not reliable, but affordable. But a lot of people don't take into consideration the problems that a lot of Kia comes with. And mind you, when I'm looking for videos, especially here on this platform, TikTok, a lot of the car problems I come across, they're from either Kia, Hyundai, Ford, Nissan, and Land Rover, Range Rover. Those are the big five. But it is mind-boggling to think that with so much information out there, people are still going to go ahead and purchase a Kia, then come around and complain about it. Customer service is not what it used to be. The customer is always right. That doesn't exist anymore in today's modern society.
I'm 20 minutes away from home. And I just can't wait to get home. I didn't even go to Vermont because this car sucks. And Kia's had my car since September 4th. And it's October 24th and my car still sucks. Kia, do better. Because you do bad. You're so bad. Why do you look dirty? Do you want to know why it's dirty? Because they got chemical on it. And then it ripped apart the plastic piece that's on it, that's protecting it. And they told me that it was okay. They said it's okay because it's not a mechanical failure. Bullshit. Bullshit.
One of the comments says, everyone knows Kia blows, don't buy them. And it is just the reality of the situation.
This is an urgent cry for help for anyone else that drives an Audi. So if you don't drive an Audi, just keep scrolling. Okay, fellow Audi drivers, now that I have you here. And let me just preface this message by saying that I am not very good with technology, so no one come for me in the comments. Okay, now my phone is currently plugged into the car and the car is currently running. Here's where my phone is plugged in and you can see the car is currently running. Okay, now I'm going to turn off my car and my phone is going to remain plugged in. Okay, my car is off. Now if I open my door and my phone is still plugged in, your mobile device is still in the vehicle. How do I turn that off? How do I turn that off? Someone please help me. It is so loud and I can't even turn the volume down on it. Please help. This is an urgent cry for help for anyone else.
It's a part of the feature of the car. One of the cars I had was when I'm leaving the car, you turn off everything and you're stepping out, the actual dash tells you that don't forget your keys. It comes with the technology of the car. How about using your phone and going into the features and just call a mechanic or take it to the nearest mechanic? You put it out there for the whole entire world to see, but that's a new trend we're living in right now.
Well, guys, the car problems continue. I just got my car back from the car mechanic. And as you can see, I'm stuck on the side of our belt highway. Said the car was fixed, but
Look, it's another Hyundai. You see the trend?
again, it's 89 degrees outside. I'm going to have a freaking panic attack. I start driving my car back from the car mechanic, and it's running perfectly fine. I get to right where that car is, and my car just shuts off. So I put it in park. I go to start again. Nope, doesn't start. So I have to put it in neutral, get it all the way over to the side of the road. I'm waiting for the car mechanic to come back now. The place just freaking sucks. I don't want to rush into getting a new car because I'm going to get put into the same situation as I am with this car. But I cannot put up with this car anymore. Your girl is stressing, and I'm going to have the biggest breakdown today. I just know it. Just please, if you can, send prayers my way.
Thankfully, a lot of these breakdowns are aimed at the car itself, especially when it's a machine you've poured a lot of money and trust into. And we've all seen the luxury car fail videos. They tap into a special kind of fury. But let's continue.
I've given up on this car completely. I've put in $1,500 just in repairs on this car, and it's still leaking oil. I've replaced so much stuff. We rethreaded the bolts. We rethreaded 3 bolts. This bolt, and then one inside. We changed this whole thing, this whole cover. Changed the spark plugs. Replaced the catalytic converter. Replaced the radiator hose. Replaced some other hoses. I don't know what else to do. So this car is going bye-bye. Because I'm over it.
This is an older model Chevrolet Cruze. It's famous for oil leaks. It's also famous for radiator coolant leakage. Overall, you'd either have to replace the entire car or you have to overhaul the engine. So you'd have to go in and change out all the seals, including head gaskets and everything. But after a while, the symptoms will just come back because these cars are not made to last more than... You can get up to around 300,000 kilometers on it. But after that, you're simply on your own and you're at risk just breaking down anywhere where this car is concerned, based on my experience itself.
I truly cannot catch a fucking break. Look at this. If you're a lot luckier than I am, let me explain to you that is a critical engine fucking failure. For the second time in the 2.5 years that I've had this piece of shit Kia Soul. This is a brand new engine, maybe 30,000 miles on it, with the exact same defect as the last.
Again, another Kia. I just randomly selected these videos. I didn't just go ahead and choose them, but it's just a coincidence that, like I said, most of the problems encountered here are from Kia.
Last time this happened, they had to import the engine, and it took damn near 2 months for me to get my fucking car back. Wasn't as big of a deal then, because I had somewhere to live at the time. I do not now. I am in here. And if this happens again, if it takes them this long to replace the engine again, that's it. That's it. I can't work, so I'm not going to be able to keep up with my payments.
I'm not going to be able to do anything, and I'm not going to be able to stand for it because losing this car is going to ruin my credit so fucking much. And the only way that I'll be able to buy a car again is cash, which is not an amount of money that I will ever be able to get because I can't work. I can't. Oh, God. I just want to know.
The car is part of the problem, but the car also falls in line with the supply chain. If a part of the supply chain is broken, then you're going to have consistent issues. And it begins with the brand itself. You have to know these things before you go ahead and buy a car. So dropping a ton of cash on a brand new high-tech vehicle isn't going to solve your problem. Again, Kia, Hyundai, the head parent company, they have an excellent marketing campaign, but they only seem to draw in one particular type of clientele. And you're seeing them breaking down right here in front of us.
What I did to deserve this life. Like, what God did I piss off? Seriously. Like, I can't fucking do this.
I haven't gotten an oil change since June of last year, which is 23,000 miles ago. And I didn't realize that was bad because I thought I was supposed to get one every like 15,000 miles. And I thought, oh, dealerships lie a little bit, so you can push it a little bit further than that. No. The reason I thought it was 15,000 miles is because last time I went, I got the sticker, right? And the sticker, it looks to me like it says 15,000 miles. But no, like I Googled it yesterday because my car was like flashing up here and it was saying like, oh, like warning, you have really low oil, stop your car immediately. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why is my car saying that? I Google it and I find out you have to get an oil change every 5,000 miles. This says plus 5,000. I thought it said 15,000. It says plus 5,000. So you're supposed to get a fucking oil change every 5,000 miles. I've gone 23,000 miles without getting a fucking oil change. I cannot believe my car did not break on the spot. So, I got some oil. I put in a whole thing of oil yesterday and it still was like below E. Like I was checking the stick and stuff. It was still like super fucking low. So I got a whole other quart of oil, but yeah. I haven't gotten an oil change since June of.
Everyone driving a car knows that you change the oil between 5 to 8,000 kilometers depending on the type of car you have. So I believe this video is particularly a satire. And when you look back at it, it's the system we're living in. This is a modern society. Back in the days, back in bygone days when a car is a part of the household, the man will ensure that everything is taken care of. Sad to say, everyone is living the single life. And we're seeing everything unfold right here before our eyes. It's a symptom of the society what we have been sold. And to me, I think this is embarrassing. I don't know exactly what her story is. Again, it might be a satire, but from an automotive background, this is just poor, unadulterated incompetence. You should actually be following up on your car. It's the item that actually gets you around. Thankfully, Uber and taxi service have now come to save a lot of us, but at the same time, it will not take you everywhere you want to go at not particular times. It is an inconvenience, especially if you can't rely on public transit.
Once again, my car's overheating out of nowhere. It was fine. And then all of a sudden my car basically just stopped working and stopped driving. So now I'm here to fix it and put water in. I literally already did this. We already put coolant in. So obviously there's a leak. This is like the third. You're good. Whoa. Also, don't come at me, okay? Like, Haley, I'm just a girl. I'm just a mother. I do not do car problems, okay?
The victimhood always comes out after a while, and mostly you will see a lot of them asking for equality. That has been the mainstay for the last 20-30 years. But equality only comes about when it's convenient. This is also the title of our video. I'm literally just a girl.
But my shit was... Uh-oh. Lord Jesus. Something just did something. My car's off. You hear that? I don't... It's
pouring water into the coolant bottle, and she just discovered the process of elimination. Thankfully, she's on the right track, but if she was living in freezing temperatures, that will just turn into block ice. Now all that water is running out on the ground. She now knows she has a coolant leak.
I'm driving my mom's car today and it doesn't like to start. So let's see how long it takes me to get the car to start. If you're getting robbed, don't take this car. And it's a Ford, so it does this stupid thing that I literally hate. It's not dead. It just doesn't start. Maybe she don't start anymore. Oh my God. Okay, apparently there's a certain way that I have to turn this car on because I just called my dad having a breakdown about it. So, push it in and continue to turn it on. Okay, come on. Oh my God, and it worked. Yeah. Fix or repair daily. Fix or repair daily. I'm driving.
Yeah, that's the motto for Ford. And the top comment says, it's a Ford, what do you expect? Fix or repair daily, but she just needed to put a little back into it.
Right, y'all. So my car broke down. No crowd. That's not what. No, loud. Right, y'all. So my car broke.
And her video says, just a girl with car problems. Everything goes right out the door where you're in need of assistance. Thankfully, you can always call CAA or a tow truck company that will come and assist you. Help is always there at your fingertips.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Okay.
They're literally throwing coolant into where the engine oil is supposed to go. Look at it right there.
Yeah. Okay, guys, so we're literally on the side of the road because the car like started making weird noises. Like, look, like there's literally cars passing by, like, and then like it started when you like hit something hard, like when there was like a bump. Yeah, I think we hit a rock, so we're gonna go outside and we're gonna check. Yeah, like that's the noise. That's not normal. And it happened like it never happened. That sounds weird, dude. Like, what oil? No, dude, it's water that we just pulled. That's why it's making the weird noise because the rock made all of the water
Now I've seen everything.
outside.
Like, how are you gonna go back home? Like, at least we got Starbies, you know?
Yeah. We need to call like Gerardo or something.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we need to get out of here, dude.
Right here, because it says like it's for the water, no?
Oh no,
So
dude.
it's overheating.
It goes right here where it says engine. Because you know how you said that your engine is overheating?
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes right
But
there.
it says oil right there.
Yeah, but because you know how
Oh, wait up. So, okay. So she basically poured windshield washer fluid into where the engine oil is supposed to go. Yeah. I hope this is satire. This actually has to be satire. And we're doomed. Because after pouring all that windshield washer fluid, then they're looking at it and realizing their mistake.
Oh, like water and oil, they don't mix?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Part of the breakdown that follows with a lot of these videos isn't about being stuck or being stranded on the road. It's the bitter frustration when you buy a car and you had high expectations and then it fails. Because most of these cars had a promise. You pay for it, you treat it good, and it's expected to take you everywhere you want to go. And people will get a feeling of being cheated. They get a feeling of almost being betrayed by the technology. what's supposed to be a simple annoyance turn into a total crisis of having faith in a particular machine, especially with the Hyundai videos. And what causes the panic and the aggression we see in some of these clips? It's a genuine trauma response, especially from women, because, as you know, women are emotional creatures. Part of it is a terminology, if I can remember, it's called Schadenfreude. It's practically that guilty pleasure we get from watching someone else's misfortune. Unfortunately, a lot of it is out there. But people are now able to do what we call fail compilements, like what I am guilty of doing this right now, and it's for a popular reason. Some people get a strange satisfaction in seeing someone else's day go terribly wrong, but that's not what we're actually doing here. What we're seeing is the outward independence that has been thrown out, people actually taking the information for granted, which I've been saying from ever since I started my channel. There's so much information out there that you can go ahead and seek the help that you need. However, ignorance is bliss. If you think that you know everything and then you want to prove to the world that you can be strong and independent and you don't need the assistance. No man is an island. No man stands alone. If I want help, I know exactly who to try to reach out to. But as it is, you're not going to learn unless you fail. But some of our egos are just too big to try to understand exactly that. This is way above my pay grade, and if I'm not advised how to deal with a particular problem, then I need to call the profession who can help me solve this. I'm not a plumber, but if I have a problem in my house with a pipe and I'm unable to fix it, then I'm going to reach out and call a plumber who is a professional who can actually solve this problem. So it is when you have a problem, you need to go to the doctor to solve that problem. And like everything else, I don't know why a lot of these women choose to go on social media and rant and rave about the dealership when you can just go ahead and find a trusted mechanic with information out there that you can read up on that mechanic or that mechanic shop to know whether or not they offer a good service, but it's totally up to them.
Someone who understands cars, please help me. I was driving home from the grocery store and I realized my car won't accelerate past like 40 kilometers an hour. And now there's this thing flashing. What does it mean? I don't know what that means. I was pulled over on the side of the road. I don't know what to do. Can I drive home?
Many of these videos are framed as women freaking out or angry girl moments, and that framing is deliberate, but it also tap into the old stereotypes about women being overly emotional or unable to handle mechanical stress. And the debate online reflects this. Some say it's just harmless fun, but some critics, they will point out that packaging these moments as female meltdowns encourages viewers to laugh at the person because of their gender, turning a personal crisis into a spectacle that feels misogynistic, is the word, as though they say. But from my personal experience watching some of these videos, it also turned around to establish, trying to frame it as the victimhood mentality. Now, on the surface, it's a rabbit hole of car trouble, and human drama perfectly engineered for social media. But it also revealed the intense psychological impact of a crisis. They expose the weird relationship we have with misfortune, the pull of Schadenfreude. But I get a lot of information from them to reflect how people handle different situations, especially here in the automotive world. I'm yet to see a lot of men go out and complain having the car meltdown as much as I can find a lot of women complaining about having car problems. It is not equality on both sides when you have both men and women complaining about the same problems. Yes, you will find men complaining about the problems they're having with their cars, but I find it's mostly mechanics who complain about the design structure of these cars they have to work on, because they have to get around certain parts of the vehicle in order to effect repairs, which is in some very tight spaces, and they're unable to function properly to safely replace those parts so that you, the customer, can go on your daily routine. And that's how it is at times.
This car's actually a piece of shit. It's telling me the bonnet's open. The bonnet is not open. It's giving me a snowflake. It's not even cold. And the engine light's on. And to top it off, the windows don't go up or down. And I've got no mirror up there. So yeah. If anyone would like to contribute money for a new car for me, then be my guest. The lights don't work either.
Spends more than an hour to apply all that makeup. Set up her phone to put a video out there, post it to the world to beg money for a new car. Unbelievable. Remember to grab a copy of my ebook, The Parts Manager Guide. The links are in the description box below. Stay sharp, stay educated, and I'll see you in the next one.